Voila. Okay. Now, this morning, wait a minute. Oh, it's after 1. It's afternoon. But I figured I would go into my part 2 of this leather looking leather looking stuff that I was doing. I went ahead and I took a shower and washed my hair first because I didn't want sweat and Bengay together have a real weird smell. So I didn't want you all smelling that. So I figured I'd take me a shower. And so that's what I did. Took me a shower. My hair's still wet. Actually, this here turban on my head, that makes me look pretty sexy. Just kidding, just kidding. Um, I'm a little weird person. But anyway, here, let me show you what I've done. Here we go to the showroom floor. Now, this is where I'm at right now with this thing. Whoops. My tripod's a little clumpy. It's a little whatever, grumpy. Okay, what I did was, first I sprayed it. After I let it dry, I sprayed it with this Mod Podge matte clear acrylic sealer. And so I guess that just sealed it. It didn't really do much other than just sealed it. Okay, so then I wanted to try something different, and the only thing I had other than Mod Podge, and I didn't want to use the Mod Podge, I wanted to try something different. So I had this Martha Stewart decoupage glue and sealer. I had bought that it was 99 cents over there to the Tuesday morning. And it says that it's regular $4.19. So I went ahead and bought some of that and to try it to see how it would work. And first of all, see, it comes with this brush in here. That brush is useless. That's useless. So what I did was I just poured it on and then I scraped it on using like a credit card wannabe thing, this on that. I did that last night and then I let that dry overnight. And so that's where it's at right now. And then I took it and I run it through my it's a Fiskars Fuse thing. It's sort of like a big kick thing, where you can squash things. So I run it through there to give it a squashing. So it's kind of squashed. And so I'm liking it okay. And so I'm thinking, I'm not sure how well the bends for the spine are going to hold up. So I'm not real sure what I'm going to do. But I have this thing right here. This is a June Taylor shape cut. It's for cutting strips of fabric. But because it has these holes in it, I decided what I think I want to do is I put down this here foam piece first. It's just a piece of foam that I use like for my when I do stamping, but it's a foam piece. So I'm gonna put my piece of foam down there, and then I sticking on my this thing because it's got holes in there, and it's like ever half an inch is what that is. Oh, I should have got my pokey in thing. Oh, here it is. Here's my pokey in thing. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to poke me a hole. I think I want them about a half an inch up from the edge. Okay, I'm going to poke me in a hole every half an inch. And I'm going to, what, I should have done this first because, well, no, I guess it's going pretty quickly. But I'm poking a hole every half an inch. And I may not show you this whole thing going all the way around because that might take from now till next Tuesday. And now let me scoot that over because it's longer than, okay, let's scoot that over and get them lined back up so I can go along this whole edge. Wait a minute. Oops, there, I got it. And now I know some, and I have one too, somewhere a ruler that also has holes all the way down it. I thought my Tim Holtz ruler had holes in it, but it doesn't have. Oh yeah, it does have holes in it. Well, it does. So if you have a Tim Holtz ruler, it's got holes in it too. Well, when I looked at it, I didn't see them. I guess I didn't have my seeing eyeball glasses on. But anyhow, what my plan is for this, okay, now I just did the one edge, but I'm going to go all the way. My plan is to go all the way around. And I'm going to go all the way around with those holes. And then I'm going to do, well, whatever. I was looking for my corner rounder because I was going to corner round these things, but yeah, I don't know what I did with that. Now, what did I do? Did you see where I put that pokey thing? Oh, it's right here. Okay, now I want to go through them pokey holes. Again, just because now I want them bigger, but see, because my pokey thing here is, it's fatter up here, and I want my holes fatter. Now, if you need a pokey thing, if you don't have a pokey thing, you can buy these pokey things like this over there to the Harbor Freight. And although this one I got over to the flea market, but they closed our local flea market. I guess it had too many code violations. And but they were, and this was old, these were dental tools, and I bought them over the flea market. So if you go to your flea market and find somebody that sells dental tools, you'll find one of these. But anyhow, I'm poking this in here to make my holes bigger. Hi, Papa.
Hi, honey. You doing a video?
Yes, I am, darling. So, yeah, that was my husband. He just come back in. But he's an inner and an outer. So anyhow, I'm just going along the bottom here because, and I'm going to show you. See, you can't see what I'm doing because I don't know how to keep things right in the frame. But hopefully you'll catch my drift. See, this is feeling good. It's feeling good. The only worry I have about it right now is, can you see that now? I got them holes all along the edge. Then I have this here is like some kind of I don't know. It's some kind of suede or something. But what I am going to do with this is, let's see. I'm gonna, okay. I'm only gonna go do one side of it, and then I'm gonna do, yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna cut it right here. See, I don't really have plans when I first turn on this video because I'm kind of weird like that. Just a minute, I gotta reach up here to where my needles are. Get one that'll hold this. I think this will hold this. Let me see. Let me see. This is a bookbinding needle. And you know what? It doesn't. So just hold your horses a minute because I'm looking in my drawer right here because I got them plastic kind of needles. Here's one. This plastic needles. It should go in there just fine. It should. And it does. Yay, bravo. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this then is I am going to, I wish my maid didn't quit. I'm going to poke this. Oh, wait a minute. I could be wrong. This might be too much. Okay. Okay, let me put this over here and pretend you didn't see that. Now, if I had any knowledge of editing, I would edit this part off. But I don't have any knowledge of that. Why is my hand lotion in with this? Good night. And there, look at that flower. That is one of my grandson's things for, there's another flower. So much for my organization stuff. Oh, I know what I'll use. This. Will I use this? Yeah. This is what I'm going to use. Okay, this will work better. This is, what do they call this stuff? I was thinking about using an embroidery floss, but this is in with my embroidery floss. So this is, well, it doesn't say what it is, but it's some kind of cord. So I'm going to take this cord, some kind of cord. Good grief, Elizabeth. How do you get this off of here? Okay, I'm going to use this cord instead. And now I just got this big idea. Me and my big ideas. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this cord, I'm going to cut a piece. Now I'm not going to use this needle. I'm going to put that back in the drawer. Okay, now, where'd I put that big needle? Did y'all see where I put? No, I don't see it either. So I'll just get another one. Just a minute. Reach up here to my needle spot that I put needles in. This one should work. And I'm going to take that piece that I just cut off, this one, and I'm going to put that right there in the eye of the needle. I think there was a book called The Eye of the Needle once. Like Stephen, well, whatever that author is. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I'm going to get this through this needle. Jeez. Okay. So much for being all prepared and stuff. I try to be prepared sometimes. And, doggone it if it doesn't happen. Well, I don't see my needle threader either. And I know I got a bunch of them things, but I don't know what they are. Because I know where everything is, and then I organize things. After I organize things, because I feel like I should, because everybody else does, then is when I can't find nothing. It's not that I can't find nothing. That's a double negative. But I can't find a thing. That sounds better. Because I organize. So I quit that organizing stuff. Now, I'm going to go in and out. Well, in and out. Actually, they're both in because I'm poking them in. But every other hole. And I'm going to go all the way across in them holes that I just punched. You could just do it free-handed without measuring, I guess, if you wanted to. But I didn't do that, as you can see. I have to have me like a little cheat guide. So I am now going all the way across this one edge. This one edge. See how that's going? Now what I'm doing, yeah, let me just pull that through there. Now if I had just like a strip of leather, that would be cool. But I don't have that kind of an item. I don't have a strip of leather. I'd have to get me a cow and then grow the cow up and then have the cow made into hamburgers and then take the cow skin and then hang it on the shed over there with Fred. Hang my hide on the shed, Fred. But anyway, you know, and then tan it. I'd have to learn how to tan it, tan my hide when I'm dead, Fred, and that kind of stuff. And then I could cut it into little strips. And to me, that sounds like a little bit too much work. So I'm going to do without I'm going to do without having the little strips of leather. Instead, I'm using this stuff that I don't know what it is because it doesn't say on the package. So I'm just calling it, I'm calling it twine. See, I'm looking at the computer right now and it looks dark. I look dark. It looks like it's dark. And I got like lights on and stuff. So let me move this light over here. Oh, that's a little better. And don't expect perfection when you watch my videos because nothing that I do is perfect. Nothing. Not a thing. Even oatmeal. I cook oatmeal, has lumps in it. So I don't do anything perfect. Except when I picked husbands. When I pick husbands, I do that perfect. And when I have children, all of my children are perfect. Now, you might not get that same story out of everybody, but in my own opinion, my children are perfect. And but you know who's even more perfect than my children? My grandchildren. Do you know who's even more perfect than my grandchildren? My great-grandchildren. So now There we go. See, I got that all in and out and in and out. But now I'm going to take this. Oops, where's that other one? Didn't I have another one cut? Man. I'm a dodo bird. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut another one here. I wonder why I have these scissors here, because these are my dorkiest scissors ever. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece of twine. Yeah, it's called twine. It's actually kind of hard to thread because it's like spun around. There's like a golden thread spun around a regular thread. Silver threads and golden needles. You know, actually, silver thread and golden needles, it's a silver needle and golden thread. So we'd have to change that. Remember that song? I like that song. I like some of them old country songs. Silver threads and golden needles cannot mend this heart of mine. I have to look up the lyrics to that song so I can sing it. I like to look up, I think of a song and then I have to go look up the lyrics and then I sing it just to bother my family because I have to continually bother them and because I feel like it's my job. Okay, so now I'm going to go again. Let me see, do I got this to where you can see it? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to go the other way. And I'm going to just go the other way and see. So then the stitch, I'm filling in those empty spaces, see? This will do two things. This is going to give it this is going to give it stability on the edge for one thing, and it's going to give it stability, and it is going to make it look really, really awesome. Okay, if I get out of frame, would y'all just yell or something so I know? Because I try. The one thing that's always in frame is these fat, chubby fingers. If y'all know any finger exercises I can do to make my fingers be not so chubby, and don't say do without donuts, because I ain't doing that. I'm having a donut. Actually, I haven't had a donut since Free Donut Day. On Free Donut Day, me and my hubster and my grandson, we went to the Dunkin' Donuts, and we had our free donuts, and me and my grandson had chocolate milk with our donuts, with our free donut. The hubster had coffee because he's a coffeeaholic. He didn't want no chocolate milk. I told him he must be a communist if he doesn't want chocolate milk. But anyhow, so I just threw that in so you'd know why I have these chubby fingers. But I see some of the YouTubers that I watch, because I do watch a lot. I don't watch any TV, but I sure do make up for it by watching YouTubers. But most of them have got these beautiful long skinny fingers. Oops, that don't go there. Beautiful long skinny fingers, and then I just get so envious because I don't. One of my fingers would make two of theirs, but yeah, but that's okay. This. I'm just showing you this so that I have something, and then you know, I'm gonna show you something, and but anyway. I almost got this across. I'm going to go all the way around this thing, but I'm not going to do it all while I'm on this Hollywood movie because that would take too much time and I might have to get up and get a donut. Okay, so anyway, see now how that edge looks like it's all stitched. And it's going to go all the way around like that. It'll go all the way around, which I'm going to round these corners when I find my corner rounder. It's up here in this stuff up here somewhere. But I'm around the corners, and then I'm going to get this stuff to go all the way around. But then I was thinking, I have this here piece of stuff. This is called Craft Tex. So this is strong. You could probably, if you had a long string of this, you could tie it on a Volkswagen bumper and pull a truck with it. That's about how strong this stuff is. But what I'm thinking is, just a second. Now, wait a minute. Where did I put my doohickey? I had my doohickey. Oh, wait, you know what I forgot? This. This is what I wanted to tell you. Somebody told me to get wax. Well, a candle or something. Well, I don't have the candle. I probably do have the candle, but I don't know where it is because I don't know where anything is. And but I had that wax in there, and now my art stuff. I guess I've used it for something. But they said to take this wax, like just like this, and just to rub it on. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing wax rubbing right now. I should have done that before I put that string in there, but I do not follow I don't follow directions, especially my own. And I don't even have any directions. So anyhow, but I did think about this before I hung this to dry last night, that I would do this wax job. Oh, I forgot to take the needle off of there. I better pull that off before I poke myself, bleed to death. Okay, and then I'll go on the other side, and I'm going to now, because this is what I was told by some very, very intelligent people when they comment on my stuff. They were told I was they're the ones that told me that if I put this wax on there, that if I put this wax on there, then my the stuff wouldn't be sticky. Because like my that's the best word I know. Um then they said my Mod Podge wouldn't stay sticky because I was complaining that my Mod Podge was staying sticky. And so then that's when they said to go ahead and wax it. So now I waxed it, and it kind of looks, I can see that waxy thing. So I'm going to buff it. I'm not going to buff it right now, but I'm going to get a piece of like a dish rag or something later, and I'm going to buff that. But this is what I did to keep it from being sticky, because I believe my people. Yeah, this will be pretty once it goes up this other side. That's going to be pretty. Okay, now this is here. Let me get back to this. This is that craft tex, and like I say, it's a paper fabric. It's actually made out of paper, but it is so strong that you could probably, I don't know, you can do anything you want with it. But this is what my plan is. I'm going to try to make like a bind. See, I'm doing this hole punching thing because, can you see that hole punching thing? Yeah. I'm using this. I think this one's a Martha Stewart. An old gal, Martha Stewart. I don't know if she comes up with this stuff or her team does, but I think it's actually her team that does, and then she just sticks her name on it. But anyway, see how pretty that edge is. Is this Martha Stewart? It says it's made in Taiwan. Oh, yeah, Martha Stewart. It's got her name on it. Let's go Martha's name on there. Oh, Martha. That was my mom's name. She was Martha. Now, what I'm thinking I might do is do this on both sides. I'm doing this right now. It's not like I might do it, but I had two different ideas. And so I don't know which one I should go with, but I do know I'm going to go with one of them. But I am going ahead and putting, these holes in here. I love this edger. I think this is just really, really cool, because I love the edge like this. Okay, now if I were to take my doohickey, what do I do with my doohickey? And I can't find my doohickey. Oh, man. My little doohickey's supposed to be right up there with all my other doohickeys, and it's not up there. I do believe I've had burglars come into my house. Burglars, either that or my hubster. He comes and moves things. Oh, I know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do, because my doohickey's missing. Where is that thing? You know, it's that little, oh, here it is. It is here, but see, I piled things on top of it. Oh, jeez, what a mess. Now, this here, um, see that? Yeah, I need a maid. Um, this cracks, those bends right there, they're 2.5. Okay, 2.5. So what I want to do is take this, put this in here, and it's 2.5. So I want to have, okay, let me put this, wait a minute. How can I do that? So if the whole thing here, if I have this, and it is 3.5, that means I want to go a 1/2 inch there and a 1/2 inch. Okay, the whole thing is 3.5. I could have put it on there and saw that. And so it's 3.5. So if I take a 1/2 inch on each side and I score that 1/2 an inch and I score that. Okay, it's easier if I go like this way. And then 1/2 inch here. And then, okay, this is just a little longer than my board, so I'm going to go like this. Now you catch my drift. Okay, now I have a long board too, but it's sitting right here, and there's stuff on top of it. See, it's sitting right here. It's the long one, but I got junk on it. See, so I don't want to have to move that junk. My coffee, Mod Podge, decoupage, wax, phone, everything's on it, so I don't want to move that. Okay, so instead, that's why I got this little one. Okay, now this is what I'm thinking. Because this here, let me throw that back up on the shelf. Well, I'll never find it again. But this here, Craft Tex, I don't like that stuff. I know that that's not going to go nowhere. And I'm worried that this is going to break after a while. I'm just worried about that. Because before, when I did my leather looking stuff, I attached it to something on the back. So, and I'm not sure. Yeah, this is going to be the back. And because I attached it to something, I wasn't worried about it coming apart. This one I'm not going to attach. This one is going to live just like this. So that's why I want to make some sort of a bind. I'm sure there's a word for this, but it's not coming to me right now. And so I am folding that. I'm getting that good and creased along those score lines that I just made that are a 1/2 inch in, because I made this 3.5 inches wide. And okay, so now I'm getting that folded along them score lines like that. Okay, and I'm not going to glue it on yet because I'm going to finish my putting aroundy stuff first. My putting aroundy stuff. This cord. I'm going to do that first, and I'm going to round the corners first, and then I'm going to put this on here. And I think what I'm going to put it on there with, now see, that's looking kind of grungy because it's got wax on it because I just did wax. But see how that's going to fit around there? And how that's going to look on the edge? You see that? You know what I might do? I think what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that right now. Before I hang up the phone. I'm going to, because I don't like that just flat. I need to have something pretty. I just so happen to have my big kick right here. It's amazing. I try to keep everything where I can reach it, but you know what now is happening? Oh, here it is. I was thinking now I couldn't find my doohickeys, my plates. And also, I need that board thing that goes under here, that other board thing. Okay, I got this one. This one will work. Don't panic. I got this one. Okay, so I'm going to, what I want to do is I'm going to emboss that. Now, wait a minute. For my embossing folder, I got to go on tab. I think I just used this one. I never remember. Darn. I have to turn it this way. I'm going to put this way. And put this way. And then I need to get in my box. Oh, I have this box. Oh, I think it's had this really cool box right here. And inside this box, I don't know what this box was originally for, but my son gave it to me. But I got all my, I have all my embossing folders in there. Ooh, this one looks good. This is like just cracks. I think I want that one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to look any further because I think that's what I want. Okay. Shove them. Oh man, I was looking for these plates earlier. Oh, I wondered where they were. Now I know. Okay, now. I have a lot of stuff I don't know where it is. I have a lot of stuff that's lost. Here's something I've been looking for months and I haven't found it yet, and I don't even remember what it is I'm looking for now. Okay, now I'm going to take this and see how this works. I'm going to put this thing. Oh, wait a minute. I got to put my Camerino back up there. Now, I'm going to put this in, that one that I just did all that on, and I'm going to put it inside. It doesn't go all the way and fitting in there all the way. It doesn't fit in there all the way, but I'll put the other half in back in a minute. Okay, now shove that in there and then do this thing. Do I have it on the right plate? I think I do. It feels tight. Okay, now let me see what happens. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's good. See how that did that? Yeah, that makes it better than it just being flat. That gives you a little bit more of a something. I don't know what it gives you, a little bit more of a something, but it gives you a little bit more of a something. So now I want to get the rest of it done. So I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to put this back over here. If I cleaned up my area, I'd have so much more room to work. I hear about people that that just have to have everything neat and tidy. Well, I wish I was like that. I wish I just made everything neat and tidy, but I don't. It just, all my stuff turns out to be a big fat mess. Now, okay. Now, I do like things neat and tidy. I do. I'm not saying that I like a mess. I am just saying I am a mess. Okay, so I'm going to put this back down here, right there where it lives, right there down there. Okay, and then I'll put these right down there too. And then I'll put this right here and I'll put that box later. See, that's how I work. Okay, I'm going to put this out of my way too on the floor, and I'll put this over here in this little spot where it lives. Okay, now, what did I do? Oh, now that is going to look better. And what I'll put that, I'm going to glue that on there probably with Eileen's tacky glue. But I'm not going to do it right now because, like I just told you, it's because I'm not finished that far yet. Let me see. Do I want it to be debossed or embossed? Debossed is when it pokes in, and embossed is when, but I like the debossed look better, I think. So that's the way I'll keep these folded. So this is going to be my binding. This is going to be my binding. And I don't know if it's called binding, but it's called that. It's called something. So if you know what that's called, please put it in a little note below so that I can get smarter, because you people help me out with some of my words that don't come to life. But yes, I'm going to like this. This is going to go all the way around. These corners are just going to be rounded. I'm going to get this glued on there. And then I am going to be making signatures that are going to go in this book. And the signatures, I think I'm going to wind up making about 5 signatures in here. And so that it'll be like a journal, or a journal, or a photograph book. a photo, you know what I'll call it? I like to call things photojournals now instead of like a journal or a photo book album. I call them photojournals because you can write in them and put photographs. And my new thing is too. Now this here is that craft text, but back in the olden days, back like when Columbus sailed the ocean blue back in the day. They used to make the albums, photo albums, had these black pages in them, and they would put the like the photos on a black page, and then with a white fountain pen they would write under the photos, and that gives it that really cool vintage look. And so now, like, I'm working on a couple other albums and I'm putting black pages in them along with, I mean, I don't just put black pages in, but I put some black pages in for photo attachments because I think it looks just so awesome. And it does look vintage because I remember my mother had some of them old vintage albums that you just glue the pictures and write on the black with the white. And so now you can just go buy white ballpoint pens, and anywhere, any time of the day, any day of the week, you can just go buy them. And so putting your photos just on a piece of black paper and writing underneath is really cool. And so what I'm going to do is this is going to have some of the black pages, plus it's going to have some like junk journal pages, plus it's probably going to have some coffee dyed pages because they look old. And you just never know what kind of pages is going to go on this. And it's going to take me a while to get it finished, but I'll update you. Now, you probably won't get an update now for a little while. I can never promise when updates are coming because I can't promise that I'm gonna get up in the morning. You never know. I might decide to sleep all day tomorrow. But anyway, feed the chickens. I never feed the chickens. Papa does that. But I go out and visit them every once in a while. I have a little chat. But anyhow, that's what I want to show you today. That's just what I want to show you today. And I'm liking this. I'm liking the feel of this. I'm liking it, and it does feel like leather. I think I could even wrinkle it again if I wanted to. I could wrinkle it again and mash it up. The more you wrinkle it and flatten it, wrinkle it, flatten it, wrinkle it, flatten it, the actually the more leathery I think it would look. Now, for if you're watching this and you didn't watch the first version, what I did was, this is a box of Townhouse crackers is what this was, and I mixed the glycerin and the water, in the spray bottle right here, and like a half an ounce of glycerin, and fill it up with water, and then I sprayed it till it was good and wet. And then once it was really wet, and then you turned it over, you could just peel that paper off. The paper that's got the covering, that said Townhouse crackers, and it just peeled off nicely. And so, the glycerin in water, the glycerin gets in that cardboard, and it actually it works like two ways. It breaks apart the fibers, but then it makes them pliable as well. So it breaks apart the fibers of the cardboard, and it makes them pliable so that the actual finished product is stronger than when it was first just a box. And so this is right now very nice and bendable, and I'm liking it. And so anyhow, that's what I'm doing on this, and this is where I'm at with it right now, and I think I'm gonna like it. I like that the embossed on the back of it. I don't know if I'll do anything more on this because when I do sew in the signatures, you know what? I think I'm gonna use this same stuff. This same I bought that for 89 cents over there at the, oh, it says copper metallic twist cord, made in China. but I gave 89 cents for that over there at that Tuesday morning store. You can get stuff cheap over there. But yeah, that's what it's called. It's called that twisted copper twine, whatever. But I think I'm going to also sew my signatures in with that, and then you'll see this same kind of stitching. You'll see it down, because I think I'm going to put 5 signatures in there. You'll see 5 of these these rows like this. You'll see down the middle. And I'll probably measure them too to make them really straight instead of going all crooked. I like that. I think that's good. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna let you go. Oops, how's my coffee? Okay. Now, and this is me. I still got the rag on my head. Yeah, it's me. You on? You're going to Publix? Don't forget to bring them their umbrella back. Okay. But Publix is a grocery store, and Papa's going to go over to the grocery store. Hey, buy me a donut.
Okay, give me a smooch.
Give me a smooch. Okay. No, don't really buy me a donut. I was just kidding about that. Leave them there for the policeman. All right. But anyhow, where was I at? Oh, I was telling you that I'll probably should go ahead and take this off of my head. Yeah. Does that make me look any better? You know, dogs can just go like this. And then they look perfect. I look perfect, don't I? Okay, I love you guys. And thanks for watching my video. And I am practicing getting a little bit more professional. I'm practicing every day. Every day I practice. I've been practicing tap dancing too. I ain't got that in 67 years. But anyhow, I'll be back. And thank you for watching. And thank you for watching, and God bless you all. And just to remind you that God is watching everything you do. He watches every step you take, every move you make, and every breath you take, and every word you say. And so don't shoplift, because He's going to see you. Okay, love you guys, and I'll see you soon. And y'all are looking good today. You are looking good today, and I'm glad. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to put this. I don't even edit. I just put it right up on YouTube. What you see is what you get. Okay. Really, I do hope he does bring me home a donut. But all right. Okay. Love you guys. Bye-bye. I got to reach over here. I got to turn my head. I got to turn my head and reach over here so I can. Wait a minute. Maybe I can put. Just a minute. I'll just put my cursor. Okay. I got my cursor on the little red button. Bye-bye.